It was just earlier this month that we were blown away by the kind of value for money the Xiaomi was able to put forward with the Redmi 5A. They said that the first 5 million units would be sold with a rupee 1000 discount that would bring the cost down to just rupees 4999. We felt that only Xiaomi could provide a well-spec smartphone such as the 5A at such a price point. However, we were proved wrong, and not too long after, Tenor has now made the Tenor D official at the same starting price point of rupees 4999, but one that won't be limited by the number to the first 5 million units or so. This is Sandeep from RevAtlas. Let's see what the two phones offer. The first thing that will immediately stand out between the two phones are the physical dimensions. The difference in size would initially make you believe that they are a regular and plus size variant. Sure, the Tenor D has a slightly larger 5.2-inch display compared to the 5A, but the bezels are pretty substantial. I'm not expecting an 18:9 aspect ratio display or minimal bezels, but since there are no physical buttons below a display, they could have made it a little more compact. The bottom chin is about the same on the Redmi 5A too, but it houses capacitive buttons at least. As a result, the 5A is definitely my pick when it comes to a smartphone that's more pocketable and easier to grip. The matte finish back on the Tenor D is nice, but I still prefer the finish on the 5A. The Tenor D is also a bit bulkier and thicker, mostly owing to the larger 3500 mAh battery compared to a smaller 3000 mAh unit on the Redmi 5A. Surely a 5-inch 720p screen phone will last long with a 3000 mAh battery, and the 5A provides around 7.5 hours or more of screen on time on a single charge. The Tenor D is likely to do much better considering it has a closer to stock version of Android along with 500 mAh more, even though it does need to power a slightly larger screen. Both of them charge over micro USB and support 5 volts and watt ampere. Speaking of displays, both are 720p IPS panels, and the Tenor D has a display that's just 0.2 inches bigger in size, although the on-screen navigation buttons do eat into a screen estate, a bit unlike the 5A. The displays are always a weak point for Xiaomi, perhaps the Mi Mix 2 being the only exception in the current lineup of devices. The 5A display too seems less exciting compared to a Tenor D, as the latter is brighter and offers better sunlight legibility. In terms of color accuracy and sharpness, they are practically identical. Powering both the phones are Snapdragon 425 chipsets along with the 2+16 or 3+32GB combination. The Tenor D retails at Rs 4999 and 5999 for the 2GB and 3GB versions respectively, while the 5A retails at 4999 and 6999 respectively. Performance wise, I don't see any difference practically. I feel that the Tenor D is a bit smoother due to it being near stock Android, but it could also be because we have the 3GB variant of the Tenor while the 5A that we have is the 2GB variant. Both the phones have dual SIM card slots as well as a dedicated micro SD card slot. However, it is housed within a single tray on the Tenor D, while the 5A has 2 separate slots to take care of things. The audio quality over headphones seems pretty much the same and is nothing to rave about, but the speaker is much louder and clearer on the 5A. Perhaps the most enticing aspect of the Tenor D is the fingerprint scanner it has on board. It's mounted below the camera and is an always active unit. The 5A doesn't feature any biometric authentication, but it does have an IR blaster at the top, which is lacking on the Tenor D. In terms of camera, both these devices feature identical resolutions at the front and back. 13 megapixel camera at the back and 5 megapixel cameras at the front. However, the apertures are swapped. The Redmi 5A has f2.2 aperture for the main camera and f2 aperture for the front camera, while it's reversed on the Tenor D. We'll be doing a full-fledged camera comparison between these two devices very soon, but until then, here are some samples to give you a quick preview on what to expect. Regardless of which of these two phones you choose, one thing is for certain. They both provide incredible value for money, and it's interesting to see brands bring great offerings at such price points. Choosing between the two isn't an easy task. I could probably summarize it as the following. If you need a larger and better display, fingerprint scanner, and stock Android experience, then go for the Tenor D. But if you need a smartphone that's more compact, has a louder speaker, an infrared port, and don't mind having or want MIUI, then go for the Redmi 5A. Let us know which one is your pick among the two, and do subscribe to our channel as well if you like this video. We'll leave purchase links for the smartphones in the description below. Thanks for watching guys, see you again in the next one.